stylized graphics with video games will always look better than these hyper realistic attempts. This uncanny valley, boring hyper realism. And as demonstrated in this thread here, we're going to see Marvel Rivals versus Marvel's Avengers cosmetic comparison. So as we all know, Marvel Rivals has really gone a very stylistic route with their art style, and it looks incredible. It's amazing. And a lot of us who have been complaining about character designs in recent, I mean, this is embarrassingly bad. But yeah, a lot of us who have been saying, hey, you know, especially a lot of these woke games, right? These games that have these Sweet Baby Inc. games and all that they deliberately try to uglify female characters, for example. That's been a big problem. But it's not even just been female characters, it's been male characters as well. They've feminized a lot of male characters for the most part. And so you just kind of see this. I feel like there's been some true agenda, and they've been trying to, especially with the female characters, make us not be able to tell as much of a difference between the obvious differences between male and females. And I mean, this isn't obviously as egregious as like what we've seen with Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2, for example, but still, us Tomb Raider fans especially feel vindicated right now to even have this thread, because we've been complaining about what they've been doing with Lara Croft for a while now, and character design is not Crystal Dynamics' strong point. In Crystal Dynamics, they did this Marvel's Avengers, right? What is even going on here? When you look at these art styles, the differences, it's like, especially with these type of characters, right? When it comes to Marvel characters, superheroes and stuff, it's so important that you have like a really cool style. I mean, the actual comic books have a really cool style. So to see these bland and boring, oh, here, let's try to go kind of realistic, but just really boring looking, which, where was their Black Panther? That was hilarious. Or, oh, this one right here too. I've been seeing people post this like, what were they thinking? I'm telling you. But this is what we want, right? And so we like the more stylized look for as gamers, most of us. I mean, I can't speak for all gamers, obviously. But I am a huge fan of stylized art, you know? I like video games that don't try to be super grounded and realistic in general. I mean, look at the Fantastic Four cast they have here. Just so cool. But that was one thing I've always loved about video games, is that they have like cool styles, especially with the older games. They have such a cool style to them, and they're different. They're just like not realistic. It's not like, oh, okay, here's somebody you'd see at the grocery store, you know? It's instead you get these really cool looking characters that are larger than life. And that was part of the fun of it, was just being able to live in a different universe than our own, in this really stylish universe, right? So they always, and this is the one thing that the woke people always will jump back and say, oh, well, you like, why do you want games to look pornographic and this and that? And I've been saying, and you know, that doesn't reflect a lot of us that want these characters to look cool, or we want like the male characters to look masculine and the female characters to look feminine. Nobody's saying that we want gooner games, but we want females to look female, and we want the males to look male, and we like these cool art styles instead of just what they've been doing in our games lately. And so this is just, yeah, I mean, that one's not as bad, but yeah, in general though, it's just like, what is even going on? And Crystal Dynamics I was so relieved and felt so vindicated to see that Crystal Dynamics got some backlash over Marvel Avengers. This is another thing terrible with what they do, with beyond just the ugly art styles. And like, you know, I know with like the first reboot, especially Lara Croft, like the 2013 game, Lara Croft didn't look terrible in that. She looked pretty cute, but she just still, I don't know, it's not Lara Croft. It's not stylish. It's not you know, the remasters really give a good stylish approach. It's fun, it's cool, and that's what I think of when I think of Tomb Raider. That's what I want to see. Is like a cool, fun, stylish approach. I don't want to see just them trying to make a realistic looking character. But that's the thing, even with, I don't know what it is with, like, if you look at some of the character designs, Rise of the Tomb Raider characters, they're just boring. And a lot of the hair, what was her name? It was like Sophia. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Sophia. Why does the hair look so weird? Like, they give their girls these mullet looking hair. I don't know, but Crystal Dynamics is just not good at character design. And even worse is and they kind of had this approach too with Marvel Avengers as well, is their games in general, they just try to focus on like this over dramatic stories, and it's just, they don't make fun games anymore. Now, I know a lot of people are crediting them for the remasters with like Soul Reaver, Tomb Raider, all that. Crystal Dynamics didn't make those remasters though. But I like it when games are fun and then when the visuals reflect that. But all that we see is just from Crystal Dynamics is just this more try to be grounded, I guess, but try to be grounded and dramatic. Everything is so dramatic, and I don't know. I don't want to play soap opera video games. That's just me. I guess there can be some exceptions where you can have more, and I like some games that have a heavy narrative to them, but it just has to be done well. And for the most part, I don't want to play soap opera video games. I want to play games that are fun. I want to play characters that are larger than life, who are kicking butt, who have like a really cool style. That's what I like to play. So we just don't see a lot of that with Crystal Dynamics especially. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, they said it, because I get hate from the Tomb Raider fandom and stuff, because you're just you're just a hater because you like classic Tomb Raider, so you're biased about everything about all this stuff. But it's like, no, legit, for real, their character designs are not good, and now we're having people acknowledge that. Thank goodness. Because like, this is an issue. So this is who has been making Tomb Raider, the mainline games, who can take a cool character like Black Widow and make her boring looking. Even then, I think, I don't know. I don't know. I can go on a rant on this all day. But in any case, thank goodness we have the classic remasters. We've got 4 through 6 coming out next month, remastered. So I think a lot of gamers are finally getting tired of this, everything trying to be grounded, everything trying to be realistic. And yeah, so you have games like Marvel Rivals, which is successful right now, and they did a good job with just these fun, cool designs, and without having to get all weird with it. I think Marvel Rivals is just like a perfect example, and I've talked about this because whenever that Goonergate stuff was going on, I think Marvel Rivals is such a perfect example of like, okay, here you have some cool looking, attractive characters, but it's not pornographic or gross looking. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, there you have it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm trying to like retain my voice. I've been losing my voice a little bit because I've been sick. I'm just glad y'all are still here. Thank you for bearing with me because I haven't been making content as much as normal because I've been sick, the holidays and stuff, and then whatever this flu or whatever it was that my family and I caught, it has taken forever to recover from that. So but yeah, I feel pretty good right now, and hopefully we'll be back on schedule with making videos. And yeah, I missed uploading. I was like, I feel like I forgot how to even do it. How do I be a YouTuber anymore? I don't even know. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. As always, if you want me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel at Bible Time with Melanie Mack. And yeah, thank you all again so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.